All right. Thank you so much once again for choosing to spend your time with me and listen to what I have to share. I got something today that I wanted to share I think is relevant on a daily basis. And like I've said before, nothing is new under the sun. So this metaphor that I'm going to share with you is not mine. However, I wanted to give it to you so you can appropriate it accordingly for yourself. The metaphor is structured this way. It's called the 3/3 of the river. So the top third of the river is the surface level. It is what everyone sees. It is turbulent here. It is fast moving. It's noisy. It's pushing you around, or it's forcing you in a direction you may or may not want to go, potentially. You are always fighting the current here. Current strong. It can be exhausting. And I believe, to me, this represents the majority of the world and where the majority of people live their lives, unfortunately. The middle third of the river, it's a bit more tolerable here, less aggressive current, very much a temperate flow for things in this area. However, it can still have the capability to push you around and overwhelm you if you are not mindful, if you're not careful. You don't have to fight as much here. It's a little more comfortable. For me, this would be something like your home. You have your TV there. You can relax there. Your books are there. Well, my books are at my house. That's what I do to relax. You have your amenities, and generally it's quiet there. Maybe you got kids, so maybe it's not so quiet sometimes. Potentially you're having trouble with a relationship, right? But the majority of the time, we tend to handle this middle third of the river for more of a prolonged period. The bottom third of the river, at the deepest level, at this depth, everything can settle. The sediment settles there, the rocks, the sticks, everything. It's still here. There is little to no current. It's calm. You're not bothered by much at all. You're not being pushed around and influenced by the noise of the surface level. And it's quiet. It's quiet here. And in this space and in this stillness, you can find a clarity so you're able to look up at the surface and you view it as a choice rather than a necessity or a requirement. And I believe that this is where a very small few people can go and consistently exist in, because they might not be aware it even exists for them or how to get there. So that's the metaphor, thirds of the river. And that's all I really wanted to do by giving you this metaphor, is to just make you aware and let you know that those levels are available to you. Some of those you might want to stay in a little less. Some of those a little more. Hence the deeper level. And initially you might not be familiar with how to get to some of these levels, especially the bottom third of the river. So at first you might need to find a quiet space to sit. Maybe it's out in nature. Maybe it's in your house, in a room, turn the lights off, tell people not to bother you. But find a place that would initially reflect the kind of environment you want to have internally, where you want to exist in that still place of yours. So once you can practice going between these levels and you understand these levels for yourself and you start navigating them efficiently, you can start to understand and recognize where your energy might be going, either negatively or positively, efficiently, inefficiently. And you just make corrections from there. That's all. So I hope that helped. It's definitely helped me in the past. And, if you have any questions, you can reach out, message me, make a comment or something, and we can chat about it. It's always good to talk about these kinds of things, because hopefully you are evolving every day. You're renewing yourself every day and changing for the better. So this kind of thing is in flux a lot of times. So it's good to keep the conversation about this kind of stuff fresh. So that is all I wanted to share with you. Again, as always, I appreciate your time. Thank you for choosing to create this moment with me, and I hope you have a beautiful day.